Scott, appreciate it. Well, a new report calls Idaho one of the most bullied states in America. Specifically, the website backgroundchecks.org shows that the Gem State tops the list for teens who are cyberbullied.
Roland, if you talk to local teenagers and ask them if bullying is a problem, you would probably be shocked at their overwhelming response. They say that's because adults don't see the abuse. It's all right here, right? And they don't know how to deal with the online bullies. But the head of Idaho schools is on a mission to change that after a very frank discussion with some Caldwell students.
Let the meeting commence.
The Caldwell Mayor's Youth Advisory Council has one topic at the top of their agenda: stop bullying. It's a personal issue for many in this group because they've been victims.
I didn't feel good enough. I didn't feel good enough for anyone, or like I didn't deserve to be here.
Bianca Moore's bullying started in middle school with a hate page about her on Facebook. Bianca says the online harassment sent her into a deep depression and she tried to commit suicide.
I felt like someone else could do better and like the world would be a better place without me.
These teenagers say bullying happens more than you think because kids are too scared of their attacker to report it.
I didn't want people knowing that I was hurt because when they find out you're hurt, they make fun of you even more. They think you're weak or you're too sensitive, and it gets worse.
The students acknowledge social media makes bullying easier, but they argue disconnecting from the internet does not solve the problem.
Yeah, that is the solution, get off. But I mean, if they're doing it, they keep doing it while you're off, and you know the rumors are going and continuing, that just puts a big weight on you, and you can't focus on school, you can't be yourself.
According to the National Education Association, bullying impacts approximately 13 million students every year, and some 160,000 kids stay home from school because of bullying. Those statistics, along with an eye-opening visit to the Caldwell Mayor's Group, spurred Idaho's state superintendent to take on bullies.
In the words of the kids, it hasn't gotten down to the student level, and our peers have just found bigger and better ways to belittle each other.
One of those ways, this controversial app. It's called After School. It's free and anonymous, which the kids say is then used to bully.
When the kids shared that app with me, I was completely floored and shocked.
Superintendent Ibarra says her new campaign is about educating adults to be the first line of defense, something the Caldwell mayor and his council agree must happen to stop the widespread problem.
People will hear about it, but they just won't do anything about it. They're just like, oh, it's just teenagers being teenagers, like, get over it.
It's our job, I think, as parents to truly listen to these students and teachers and administrators. They want to tell you, they want your help.
These teens hope by speaking out, other bullying victims will draw strength in knowing they are not alone.
Put down the knife, put down the gun. Don't take those pills. Don't hate yourself. Because if those hateful words have power, then your words of love and kindness, your successes have just as much, if not even more power.
Words from those who have suffered through it, and it's just so much more impactful because of it. And it's just amazing that parents don't understand in some cases that it is more than just teenagers being teenagers when you hear that kids were considering suicide.
Well, because it's all being done online, right? None of us had a device in our pocket when we were in school where people could be anonymous and say horrific things. I would invite you, if you're parents, check your kid's phone. Besides the fact that there's other apps, but After School is the app, and they can hide the app, by the way. They can make it look like a calculator. So it takes some detective work, but it is happening all the time. And it's very real. It's not shoving somebody into a locker these days. It's not punching somebody in the mouth. It's psychological.
Exactly, and words have just as much impact, if not more, than that physical violence.
By the way, we're having a really robust conversation about bullying on our 6 on Your Side Facebook page. We want to hear from you as parents, as educators, as students. We want you to share your thoughts, your stories with us. This is something 6 on Your Side is going to be on top of. We're going to continue the conversation, and we need you to be a part of solving it.
Right, talking about